are your top 5 European Tour shots of the week.
Jamie Donaldson at 16. Frank in the water already twice here at the par 5. This is 7th shot.
I was just going to say 8 is enough. I guess 7 is better.
Let's go to the 12th.
And the South African, this would be a 3rd straight birdie. It's tracking, and it is down the bottom of the barrel, Richard Sterney.
And just like that, 3 birdies in a row into 3rd place.
The clouds have come in, the wind has picked up, and the temperature has seemed to have dropped. Almost feels like 10 degrees. It's gone really cold. It's the most amazing day out here. 1 minute it's warm, then it's wet, then it's cold.
Oh, this looks pretty good. Oh, how about spot on? That'll warm you up.
Unbelievable. Crashes at home on 16.
The twirl. He likes it. He's going to love it. Oh, my goodness.
Very wet conditions on day 1 of the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open, hosted by the Rory Foundation in the morning, but things cleared up in the afternoon. And among the later starters, Darren Clark, the Ryder Cup captain, who played in the 2006 Ryder Cup matches here at the K Club. A round of 73 for him today, including a birdie at the 9th. Shane Lowry has been in such good form. He had plenty of support out there today. Hit some wonderful shots, including that one into the 6th. And in the end, he signed for a round of 71 at 1 under par. He is 6 shots off the lead after the opening day. Soren Kjeldsen is the man defending the title, and he made an eagle at the last for a round of 69. That's 3 under the card, and that is alongside this man, Martin Keimer, double major champion, who also played some lovely golf. That was his shot into the 9th hole. 69 for him, as I say, as well. Rory McIlroy determined to do better after some poor performances over the last few years at the Irish Open. The tournament host played quite delightfully out there. Lovely 2nd shot to the 6th hole. 6 birdies, just a 1-drop shot today for Rory, and at times he really had the ball on a piece of string. How about that at 9? McIlroy in good form, round in 67. At 5 under par, just 2 behind the man who leads the way. It is the Masters champion, Danny Willett, his first appearance on the European Tour since winning the green jacket at Augusta National. He rolled in some putts today, a beauty there at the 11th. And this was a nice shot out of the rough at the 13th as well. Hold that. Went on a really nice run around the turn. 5 birdies in 6 holes. And talking about holding long putts, this one at the 14th for a birdie 2. Willett, after a round of 65, leads by 2 at 7 under.
So let's get to some of those right now for Rory McIlroy. 5 under, started on the back 9 with his 2nd shot on the par 4 13.
Yeah, and so sharp with his irons. It's so fun to watch. When Rory's playing great golf, that's fun to watch.
Yes, it is. That one was very close, and he
Yeah,
goes on to make that.
He was disappointed. The hole gone to 6 under. I know, right? Shocking result. So Rory 6 under with his 3rd shot from the fairway, the par 5 16th, and he moves this right on over to 6 feet from the hole. Now that's a good roll.
Well, if he's going to be disappointed with a 2-incher, he's probably throwing clubs with a 6-footer.
Exactly. And you know what? He ends up missing that putt that makes par.
He did say that that weight would not be off of his shoulders at the Irish Open unless he contends and wins. So now Rory 6 under, a long putt for birdie on the par 4 first.
And I like that left-hand low stroke. He made that transition earlier this season. Seems to be working well there.
Yeah, and we're getting used to this right now. We're watching Rory McIlroy make putts, and that's something we haven't seen. So when he does that, it's a scary play.
That was him putting for birdie on the par 5 fourth. Birdie that hole, got to 7. Rory now 6 under with a birdie putt on the par 4 9th, his final hole of the day.
Well, let's just continue the trend.
There you go. Knocks it right in the middle, shoots 70. He's only one shot off the lead, which is exactly where the fans that are clapping are loving him. Should be right up there by the top.
Right there along, but one good round of golf only takes you so far. He knows there is much more golf to be played. Mark Warren, Danny Willett, your Masters champion, both at 8 under par, setting that pace, but Rory McIlroy just a single shot back. So there's a lot of action going on at the Irish Open.
Day 3 of the Dubai Duty Free Irish Open, hosted by the Rory Foundation at the K Club. It was a bit of a marathon, and there was some unfinished business at the end of it after a couple of weather delays. This was Russell Knox, and a moment of good fortune at the par 5 16th. Almost ended up in the water, got a good bounce off the rocks. On the green in 2, 2 putts later, it was a birdie for the Scot. Round in 70, Russell got in at 5 under par. Danny Willett didn't manage to finish his round, and it was a bit of a struggle over the front 9. Bogeys at the 2nd, the 6th, and there at the 7th after going in the water, balanced out by 1 birdie, and Danny Willett a couple over par with 3 holes to play in the morning. The Masters champion, 3 behind our leader, Rory McIlroy, who'll also have 3 holes to complete when he comes back tomorrow. He parred the first 3 holes, then hit this cracking second shot into the par 5 fourth. No eagle, but he did birdie there. Went to the turn in 1 under par, did McIlroy. This was crucial. Par-saving putt at the par 3 8th, having biffed his initial birdie putt quite a long way past. He had a chance of making birdie at the 9th. Didn't get that one, but as I say, 1 under to the turn for McIlroy, no drop shots. Par 5 10th to start the back 9. McIlroy putting for eagle. He would make birdie again. 2 under on the day, and 3 holes to go tomorrow when they come back.
He was pushed today, though. Let's take you out to the final round. Again, the K Club in Ireland, Kildare, and there's Rory McIlroy walking to the tee. He had a 3-shot advantage. Some thought he would just walk away, but no, 4th hole here. He did have the putter going early, Cookie.
Yeah, an important putt here, early part of the round, just to get something going. Boy, did he destroy the par 5s today.
10 under there, remaining 3 shots ahead of the field. But here comes Russell Knox after an eagle at the 4th, here at the 5th for birdie.
Yeah, got off to a sluggish start early in the week, started at +5. Managed in rounds 2 and 3 to shoot 8 under, and today making a charge.
Suddenly he's 2 back of McIlroy. Now McIlroy in the 6th, the par 4. This is his 2nd.
Yeah, soft greens, a lot of rain. You got to control your spin. Rory goes at this pretty hard right here. 160 yards. Looks good for a minute, and then all of a sudden, ouch, too much spin. Spins it back down there off the edge of the green, just into the rough.
Yeah, it did not go into the hazard. Now this for par.
Pitches it up there just short of the hole. Just misses on the left, not quite enough speed. Bogey.
And that's a 1-shot lead now for McIlroy's putter was spotty all week. We go to the 9th hole, and that's when, yeah, this is just nasty. Give me an umbrella, get me out of here. Ever-changing weather, look at that. You ever played into something like that?
Well, I've played on the European Tour for a couple years, and you better make sure you pack your umbrella and your rain gear. The bag gets a little heavy, but you never know when you're going to need it, and these guys are in some desperate need of shelter at this point.
But you know what they do in Ireland, don't you? There's plenty of Guinness spots. They could suffer
like
through it.
I like that. They know how to pass the time.
Yes,
play it that way.
There you see the crew coming and cleaning things up, and as I mentioned earlier, you get all 4 seasons in one day in Ireland, and there you see the skies are nice. Rory McIlroy back out on the golf course again with a 1-shot lead heading into the back 9. Then on the 10th hole, putting for birdie.
Taking advantage of these par 5s again. Right in the center. Beautiful looking putt.
And the lead is 2 now with 8 to play. Then McIlroy here on the 11th hole, par 4. This is his 2nd.
Yeah, I like to see this. McIlroy known for hitting it high, known for hitting with a lot of spin, and just has to start making a few adjustments for that spin and just doesn't quite do it there and comes off the front edge, does not carry it back as far as he needed to, and has a little discussion there with his caddy, JP.
As this for par, and he lips out, and suddenly the lead is down to 1. And here comes Russell Knox, who, in my opinion, showed a lot of guts on this Sunday. Here he is on the 14th, the par 3 for birdie.
Yeah, putting for birdie. 35 feet up the hill, making a run. You know, hey, don't forget me. Don't forget about me, Russell says.
The guy who plays on the PGA Tour, lives in Jacksonville, hails from Scotland. Suddenly he's a co-leader, and there we go again. Mother Nature says, hang on, we're going to add a little more drama. I mean, that's scary looking. I mean, I'm looking for cats to be flying around.
I saw a little
okay.
spot of sun in there somewhere.
Like a fall qualifier.
Look at
Ohio
Russell
State.
Knox. He's teeing off, and the hail is falling at his feet. That is incredible. They continue to play. They did delay for a little while, though. He finds the fairway on the tough 15th. Here's Rory on the 15th.
Yeah, it takes a different kind of concentration, and your grips get wet. You've got to really focus on your footing, and a couple of things may have just happened there that led to an errant shot, and that was well left.
So they can't play on these greens, so play was halted for a minute, 10 actually, and then they sounded the horn. Play would resume. Now here's Knox on the 15th, his second.
What a quality golf shot this is right here. 4 hybrid from 194 yards, but is playing almost 215. Sticks it in there about 5 feet.
So Rory McIlroy, we showed you his tee shot prior to the delay. Here he is, out of the trees.
Yeah, anytime you're trying to win, you just need a little ray of hope, a little bit of luck, and a lot of talent. And he had all those things going for him. Manages to find the green from trouble left, maneuvers through the trees.
So he makes par. Now this is for birdie for Knox, and he makes that, and suddenly Russell Knox gets a birdie and the lead, a one-shot lead on the 15th hole. We move now to the 16th, the par 5. This is Rory's second.
And this is where he wins the golf tournament right here. 271 yards, water to the right, skinny green, puts it right in the middle of the green, perfect position. What a quality golf shot that was.
He would 2-putt for birdie there, and suddenly McIlroy 10 under, tied for the lead. Knox now for par after a not-so-great birdie attempt. Misses this and drops to 9 under, and suddenly he's chasing Rory McIlroy. We move now to the 17th hole, par 4, and this is Rory putting for birdie, Nona.
Makes a nice second shot up the hill, has a great look, and tries to put this thing to bed on the 17th, and just rims out.
So a ray of hope for Russell Knox. Rory McIlroy coming to the 18th with a one-shot lead until this, and this just dashed any hopes for Russell Knox. This is incredible.
Yeah, after a great drive right down the center of the fairway, 255 yards, right to the, I mean, just rolled up there. You just can't walk it up there any better than that. What a fun walk for him. Up the 18th hole, winning his national championship.
You saw that reaction with his caddy, J.P. Fitzgerald, which showed how much he wanted to win the Irish Open, and he gets the victory. Fist pumps, dual fist pump day for Rory McIlroy, as again he gets the win. It is his first win since last year's DP World Tour Championship in Dubai. He also went on to win the Race to Dubai at that event. Rory McIlroy again getting the victory, his first in 2016.